Hey, and welcome to lesson 2 in this free course where I teach you how to read music notation, how to read sheet music on the guitar. And we are going from beginner to intermediate to advanced in how to read music. So we start with the very beginning with the basics, and then you'll eventually be able to sight read and play more advanced pieces on the guitar. So let's jump into it. I'll show you here step by step. So let me share my screen here. So right now we're looking at the note G on the first string, so the high G note. So if you look here on the left side, this chart, it tells you where to find that G note. So it's on the first string, third fret, so first string, and then third fret, that's the G note. So from our previous lesson, we looked at the E and the F note. So E, F, and then we have now the new note, which is G. Okay, so I do suggest you go back and watch lesson 1 if you haven't done so yet, just so you get catch up and know exactly what we're up to and where we're going. So let's go down and look at the exercise 27 now, where we're going to look at the G note. So you can see here the G note is sitting on top of the 5th line. So these are all G notes in this exercise, but we same as in lesson 1, we are looking at different note values. We have a whole note here, we have 2 half notes here, we have 4 quarter notes here, 2 half notes. Okay, so as you remember, the whole note is 4 beats, half note 2 beats, quarter note 1 beat. So the first bar, it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then second bar, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to the third bar here, this one. It's quarter notes now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last bar, 2 half notes now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all G notes. So let me just make this a bit bigger, and then now you can try to play along with me, okay? So I'll count in and try to play along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so pause here, try to play it a few times, and then we can move on to the next exercise here. So next exercise, we're looking at 28. Now we have the E note and the G note. So as you remember from the previous lesson, the E note is sitting between the 4th and the 5th line. That's your E note in gray here. And then G is sitting on the top line. So that's how we differentiate between the E and the G notes here. So let's have a look at this and try to play it. So here we go. Just nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's just go over and check. Make sure that we are all following along. So we have 2 E notes here. We have 2 G notes. We have a half note of the E note and a half note of the G note. So remember the half notes, they go for 2 beats. Then we have a 1 whole note of the E note. Remember the whole note goes for 4 beats. And then 2 G notes of quarter notes, 1 beat each. 2 E notes, so 2 G notes for that goes for a quarter, so 1 beat each. And then 2 E notes, so that's also quarter note, 1 beat each as well. So let me just play that again and try to follow along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, G, 4. E, 2, 3, 4. G, E. Okay, one tip here. When you read music, it's good to count. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, you can try to just say the notes. So E, E, G, G. just so you can build the connection and you kind of practice. That will kind of speed up your how you learn to sight read if you do it that way. Just say the notes, count. Okay. So now let's have a look at the next exercise. Now we're looking at 29, and we have the G and E note now, but the difference here is we don't have the colors anymore. So we see in the previous exercise we had color codes to help us differentiate between the notes, but this time on 29 we just make it black. So let's try this one, and let's try to play that. So real quick, let's look at the notes first. So we have two G notes, we got an E note, we have a G note. These are all quarter notes, two G notes, one half note E. So that's, remember, that's 2 beats, two G notes, two E notes, one G note for 2 beats, one E note for 2 beats. Okay, let's try to play this one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's number 29. Try to pause the video here and then just try to play it through a few times. Get comfortable with playing these notes, practice it, and then when you feel you can do it well and you can follow up metronome, feel free to go to the next exercise. So now let's go to number 30 here. Now we have the F and the G note. So as you can see here, remember from the previous lesson, the F note is on the line itself. So make sure to look at this. The F is on the line, and then G is sitting on top of the line. So that's how we differentiate between F and G now. So have a look through it here. Make sure you can recognize the different notes. So F on the line, G on the top. And as you know, F is the first finger on the first string, first fret. That's F. Let me show you. Let's make it a bit bigger here. So just remember, F is on the first fret, first string, and G is on the first string, third fret. So F here and G here, and then E is just the open string, right? E is just open. Okay, so let's go back and try that. So let's look at number 30 now. I'll count. So try to follow along, try to play along with me if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, G, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me play that one more time and try to follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, good. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. Now we're looking at 31. So let's go through the notes quickly. Try to recognize the notes. So F on the line, F, G, F, F, G, F, G, 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 F, G, F, and G. Okay, so the more you practice this, the more you're gonna get good at sight reading. So that means recognizing the notes. You don't have to think, you just recognize it. Just like reading a book, reading the letters, reading the words, you're learning to sight read music as well, just as you're reading a book. Okay, so let's do number 31 now. So let's count in and try to follow along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so pause here, try that a few times, and then you're welcome to continue. So let's go on to note number 32 here. So now we're putting together E, F, and G together now. So you can see here, the E note is between the lines, F is on the line, G is on the top line. So like E is on between line 4 and 5, F is on the 5th line, and G is on the top of the 5th line. E, F, G. And E is a quarter note, F is a quarter note, then G is a half note. So half note, as you remember, is 2 beats. And what we do is we play E, F, G, E, F, G, E, F, G, F, E, F, G. So this is a simple one. We're just working on the scale now. We go E, F, G. Chromatically, we play up the note, up the scale, right? So let's try this one together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F, G, 4. E, F, G, 4. E, F, G, F, E, F, G. Okay, so hope you can follow along so far. If it's difficult, make sure you pause it and play it a few times so you get hang of it, and then you can move on. So, okay, so now let's do the last one, which is 33 now. So 33, we have 2 lines because there's no double line at the end here. That means we carry on and we play the 2 lines up to here, this part. So let's go through the notes quickly. So here we have 2 E notes. 2 E notes here. Then we have 2 F notes. Then we have G, E, G. Then we got G, G, F, F, E, and E. Then second line, E, F, G, E, G, E, G, F, F, G, G, E, and E. Okay, so the more you practice this, the more you're going to be able to recognize the notes and sight read. But it takes time to get good at this. Just give it yourself time. Practice daily, 5-10 minutes, and you will get good at this. All right, so here we go. I'll count in and try to follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so with this one, it might take you a few times to practice. So just give yourself time to study this, practice this. It may take you a few days to get good at this. And remember to use a metronome when you practice this, right? So that you can get good at your timing as well. But take your time with it and practice it daily until you get good at it. And you can also think about breaking it up into different levels. So you can start with just naming the notes first before you're playing. Go through the piece, name the notes one by one, E, E, F, F, and so on. And then step 2, you can play the notes slowly on the guitar. Don't worry about the rhythm. Don't worry about the metronome. Just try to play through the piece. And then number 3, try to play and count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you play. Then step 4, try to play and use a metronome and count as well. That's the last step. So try to break it up that way and try to practice it. Okay, so now you've covered the E, F, and the G note. So practice this, get used to reading those notes, and then we move on to lesson 3. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much.